However, by 2021, she really started showing her true colors, because this is when it wasn't just her being standoffish or not participating and not waving to the neighbors. She started calling 911 on these kids. The county sheriff's office later stated that between 2021 and 2023, she had called the police between 6 and 8 times, all in relation to the children. She claimed that the kids were being loud, that they were being obnoxious, that they were trespassing on her property. But as we already touched on, that field that all of these kids played on, that was private property owned by somebody else, somebody who gave them permission to be there. It wasn't like they were going on her porch or behind her gate or on her driveway. No. And I get it. Her duplex did, on the side of it, kind of back in to this lawn area. So they were close to her property, but they certainly were not on her property.
Like literally all the kids, because that's an open spot right there.
Yeah.
All that is not her property.
I got you.
She would say that the kids were yelling at her, threatening her, stomping on her no trespassing signs, messing with her truck. I mean, the list, it just goes on and on.
Hello. Sheriff's office.
Hi.
What's going on this evening?
Lots of children screaming their full heads off, running around. I had my truck parked in front here, so I didn't have to listen to the screaming and yelling. As soon as I moved the truck, the kids are coming up. I'm like, guys, stop. They know they're not supposed to be over here. They've been told many times. They've previously stolen the trespassing sign. And the little kid tells me to shut up to my face. I said, don't be disrespectful to me. And he's exchanging words back and forth. I'm like, listen, my name is Dr. Lawrence. Don't tell me to shut up. And he was calling me names. I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. I said, go wherever you live. All of a sudden, I hear knock. His mother comes over here. If you treat my son like that again, I'm going to rip your ass out and go beat you up. Excuse me? I don't bloody well think so. And I said, see that no trespassing sign? Get off my porch.
Now, what she failed to tell the police in all of this was that she would regularly threaten the kids, that she would also constantly call them a slew of not only hateful names, but very racial, slurred names. She would call them the R word, the N word. She would call them, quote, black slaves. She would tell them, quote, this isn't the Underground Railroad. I mean, truly unhinged behavior.
So, were you the guys that this lady was mad about?
Oh yes, and I just want to say that every time, like even if we're not...
Hold on. Let's bring it down.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're okay.
Every time, even if we're not on her property, and we're just like being loud and playing basketball over there because there's a basketball hoop.
I got you.
Like, she just calls us names.
Okay. What kind of names is she calling you
She
guys?
calls us
B word,
the B word,
the P word, everywhere in the book. Like one time the kids were playing right there, and it was his dad outside, and then she came out yelling at
Cowboy?
Yeah, my dad.
She came out yelling, and she was talking about a little girl getting and stuff. Like she's crazy. Like she'll come out just yelling
she
about.
just says weird. Like I have said stuff to her before because one time I just happened to come outside, and she was calling them rape. And I'm like, hey, like, relax.
Yeah.
I'm like, these are kids here.
I got you.
I'm sure we can all agree that these are just disgusting things to say to anyone, but especially as a grown-ass woman to children. I mean, give me a break. Yet, she never filled the police in on any of that. If you asked Susan, she was always the victim. In fact, she once told the investigators that she was, quote, the perfect neighbor, insinuating that she had no idea what the kids and what their parents had against her, that, poor her, they had it out for her from day one. They never wanted to include her. They never wanted to be nice to her, which you can now see where Netflix got the name for the doc, The Perfect Neighbor. That was a self-proclaimed title. But all to say that when the police arrived the night of June 2nd, they now already knew this address.